It's Tuesday. You know how we rock and roll. This game on, game over with the CEO, with editor-in-chief, of Carolina Blitz, Vashti. What's up, Vashti? How you doing this morning?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are y'all?
Good morning.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm here. I can't complain.
Okay, well, apparently Carolina wasn't there in Tallahassee last night.
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay, let's get started there.
All right. I know you guys have talked about it some, but Cole Anthony made his much anticipated return on Saturday. But after winning 2 games in a row, the Tar Heels have dropped 2 games in a row with their freshman phenom back. Despite scoring game highs in both contests, UNC still has not been able to gel offensively with Cole Anthony on the floor. Game on or game over that maybe they should bring him off the bench.
Bring who off the bench? Cole Anthony?
For what reason?
Cole Anthony.
Oh, wow.
Bring him off the bench.
Because with him in the game,
Wow.
Garrison Brooks and Baycott have had struggled with getting a rhythm.
He didn't start at Carolina on Saturday.
Well, he came in like 3 minutes later and then played most of the game.
That's going to change once you come off the bench to get in the game?
That's a theory that I've seen, that maybe he should come off the bench to allow the other guys to get some type of rhythm, and then because he's such a overpowering player, the guys have admitted that they'll stand back and watch him play as opposed to doing what they need to do. So I've seen maybe some people say let the other guys get in a rhythm offensively and have Cole come off the bench.
I say game over to that. I don't think pulling him off of the bench is what's going to help this. I think that those guys like Baycott that said, they were at fault for just letting him do things and not provide other options. They're just going to have to get over that and get into the game. I don't think Cole would need to not start.
Yeah, game over. I mean, completely game over on this one. I have nothing to do with him taking 80-footers, fall away shots and all that. I think he needs to consciously try to get other people in the game too as well.
Yeah. Works both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to ask me.
I do. I want to know.
Yeah, man, coming off the bench won't change nothing. Won't change a thing because they don't do the same thing. If they having problems now, standing around just looking at him, they'll do the same thing when he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not gonna help. You just need to stop standing around looking and run the play that coach telling you to play. Well, maybe the problem was the other night, not last night, the night before, was the last game before this one was, one guy thought we was running one play, the other thought they was running a different play, and neither play got ran. Yeah. Just to be honest with you, that's the problem. So coming off the bench won't help that.
Also, let me give my opinion and then I'll do part 2 of this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if coming off the bench, to me, it looked like maybe a reasonable option. You get Garrison going. Listen, before Cole came back, those 5 games, I think maybe 7 games, Garrison Brooks was averaging like 20 points a game. He's struggling to get into double digits right now. Cole Anthony took 22 shots last night. Mm-hmm. He made 5 of them. The next closest Tar Heel only took 10. Cole Anthony has some responsibility with this to try to get the guys going, but I guess when they get down, he's kind of like he's the Kobe of the team. Just give me the ball. I posted an article where Luke Walton was saying that they were talking about, Phil Jackson said, make the right pass. And he looked at Kobe and Kobe said, the right pass is to me. I think Cole has that kind of, I'm going to take the ball to the cup. I'm going to make the shot every time. But he's going to have to learn to get other teammates involved. And if coming off the bench allows Garrison to kind of get a flow offensively, it's not going to happen. But I can see where some may think that is a plausible option.
Yeah, you ain't going to never convince me.
People were saying, this is part 2, people were saying last night was a must win for UNC to go to the NCAA tournament. Is there game on or game over that there's no shot they'll make it now unless they win the ACC tournament in March?
I was going to say, I mean, they do have a tournament they're going to play in. But no, at this point, they can't. At large bid, no, they have no shot. No.
Yeah, their window of opportunity.
There's always hope.
Over.
They
Game
do
over.
play Duke twice.
See,
They play Louisville.
they can
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
You know those programs?
All right, so
What I'm saying is they may, Armando said that they were going to shock a couple people this week.
Yeah,
No,
tell Armando.
yeah.
Tell Armando
They're
what
gonna
about
shock
that.
them because you didn't think it could get any worse, and then it does.
How about Armando shocking us and get a rebound? How about that?
Ooh.
Wow,
Reese, you throw some good shade.
man, that's just. I mean, he was trying.
I don't know about all that. Okay.
Yeah.
The new coach, with a new coach and a sudden departure of Luke Kuechly, many thought the Panthers were headed for a total rebuild. But over the weekend, Cam Newton spoke to several media outlets while in Miami, and he said that he was absolutely coming back to Carolina. Still no word from the coaching staff or the front office about this. Game on and game over that Cam Newton will play for the Panthers next season.
I don't know. It's still that.
You know what? It's so shaky because just everybody from like what the Carolina Panthers to be is like falling off one by one. Greg Olsen parting ways, and now he's a free agent. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna say, game on. He's returning back. He'll be there next year.
I agree.
I'm saying it just to say I have no idea. I just don't know, but I'm just gonna go with he'll probably be back.
Yeah.
I mean, Cam Newton sounded very confident. He doubled down on it on another show, saying that he has unfinished business. I personally thought when Luke decided to leave, suddenly I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be a total rebuild. But if Cam says he's coming back, I just got to go with what he says. I can't imagine him going and definitively stating that and, saying that he's had conversations with the new coaching staff and Marty Herney and that not being true. So I just got to go with what's coming out of his mouth.
I don't know.
Do we have time for another one?
Let's hit it.
Yes.
Okay. Christian McCaffrey, he was also in Miami over the weekend and a video went viral. He was on First Take and the host asked him who he thought the best running back was in the NFL. Of course, he said himself. Then the guests started to argue about why he wasn't the best running back. One said Zeke, one said Saquon. Game on and game over game on and game over that the host disrespected Christian McCaffrey by arguing about how other running backs were better than him.
Game over for them. It's not disrespecting. I mean, this is what they do. They debate it. It's just super cringy to have, the subject of the conversation right there. It wasn't disrespectful, though, because if, Booger McFarland really thinks that Zeke is better, then he has the right to say so. It's a debate, show. Don't have him on if you don't want to talk about it. Or if, don't put him on that segment.
That's complete. Game on. I guess that's what. Game on. That was completely disrespectful. That's completely disrespectful. Why would you bring him? That's like asking Stephen A to come on your show to talk about how do you like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Don't not have the conversation, but do it appropriately. Like maybe don't include him in the debate. Like you can have it once he leaves the set.
Yeah. I mean,
okay. Yeah.
Right,
okay.
right.
Now,
But
okay.
don't not
Totally,
have the conversation because that's what they do.
I get that. I'm talking about why
in front of him.
Why he's sitting there.
It was
like,
such a cringy
No, it was whack.
segment.
It was straight up whack. Is what it was. I mean, I
I like the way he held his own though. Like he was like, so I don't,
I mean, I don't understand the purpose for even doing that. Right? Why he
Having
was
him
there?
there.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
that's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
I'd
at
never
all.
come back.
Right.
That's just not a good
Hell
look.
with y'all. Yeah.
I'm like, really?
I agree. I had tweeted that I tweeted props to Christian for, kind of keeping his cool in that situation. I don't, what other choice did he have? But, Boomer retweeted me and doubled down and
saw
said,
that.
well, Zeke is better. And I'm like, well,
who
that's
retweeted
like,
Booger McFarland.
that's like me. I'm at dinner with two exes and they arguing about how trash I am. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not good. And so I just thought for Christian, for him to be the caliber of a player that he is, to have to sit there and watch people argue about how two others are better than him. I agree with what K-Max said or what Jasmine said. I'm not sure. If you're going to have that discussion, have it before he gets there, and then have him come
he leaves or something,
or after he leaves. But to have him sit there in the middle of that, when basically his numbers were better than both of those guys that they were talking about, I thought game on that I thought it was disrespectful.
Yeah, and it's common courtesy. Like, he doesn't have to be on y'all's show. Don't do that to him.
I bet he won't go back.
He probably won't.
And what does that mean? Well, he was better, so that means you weren't wrong? Is that when he retweeted you, say when he said that?
Well, no. Booker McFarland's argument was that he's just a more complete running back, Zeke.
But that's not the argument. Was that the argument?
What was the question?
Well,
they were just saying who's the better
running.
Yeah.
They asked who the better running back was, and Boomer said, Christian said who the best running back is. Christian said, I am. I'm sorry, I would have had the clip, but it was so long I had to edit it. Christian said, I am. And then Boomer said, no, I'm taking Zeke because I need a running back who can run between the tackles. And then Christian was like, I don't run between the tackles.
He runs between the tackles all the time.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
And he was like, I don't need somebody who can catch the ball.
Right. And so then, Boomer said, well, you're the most complete back. I don't need my running backs catching footballs.
Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. Shout out to Christian for not having that debate with him. He's like, okay, whatever. We good. We don't need me for this conversation anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that conversation in front of me.
Oh, man.
Super cringy stuff.
It was very cringy, guys. If you get a chance, I retweeted it a while ago. I'll retweet it again, so it'll be at the top of my feed on at Keep Blitzing on Twitter. If you want to see it, it was pretty bad.
All right.
Okay, Vashti.
Whew.
Wow. Okay.
I'll see you guys on Saturday.
All right.
Duke UNC.
That's a game. That's a game Saturday.
There's a game Saturday.
Wow.
Any UNC have a shot?
Absolutely. This is a rivalry game. Rivalry games between these two.
Who knows?
You never know.
Records go out the window.
Rivalry.
Talent. People start showing up, and you never see this side of Christian Keeley before.
Oh, Jazz, y'all are shady.
Think about it. On that court on Saturday, you'll probably see.
You'll get those 18 points that everybody talked about.
The mysterious 18.
Listen,
the mysterious 18 that we can't find.
I have to say this. The ACC and college basketball is better when UNC is a good team. So, and this rivalry is better, and the hype around it is better when UNC is better. So, I hope it's competitive.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it probably will be, at least for the
Shouldn't be no
first
problems.
10 minutes.
Shouldn't be no problems. All right, Vashti, be good. Have a good. We'll see you
guys.
Saturday.
Thanks for having me.
All right.